Hello, lovely people. Hope everybody's having a beautiful Thursday. And I am excited to be working on this embroidery kit that I got from Amazon. It comes in a pack of 3 different kinds with hummingbirds on them, with really good instructions on here. The link is in the description. This is one of them that it comes with, and it has very good and very detailed instructions on here. It does come with all the thread that you need and more, actually. Comes with your embroidery threader, a nice little scissor, the needle thingy there. And of course, it also comes with needles as well. Plenty of needles all around. I definitely recommend this. I've been working on this since last night. Was watching some Netflix last night while I was working on this. And so I got the bottom leaves almost done here. Very easy stitches to follow. Now, normally when I do leaves like this, I like to use the fly stitch, but this one just calls for a simple leaf stitch. Very easy. Gives it that satin look on here, and I'm only using 3 strands. Definitely recommend this. It's so beautiful. And so if you are just coming in here for the first time, make sure that you subscribe. I am gonna do lives quite frequently on here. I am trying to grow this channel. I really want to teach people how to embroider. Let me see if I can share this out a little bit. Hold on a second. There we go. Sorry about that. I just shared that out a little bit. And I just uploaded a new tutorial on this really beautiful border design. And I'll be uploading pretty much every single day a tutorial for those of you who want to learn this beautiful and calming art of embroidery. And there's just so many different kits out there. So as I get more kits, I will show you my favorites. Right now, this one's just beautiful. I like this green a lot. Welcome, guys. If you guys don't know, my name is Evangheline with Evangheline Creations. I do a lot of tutorials for embroidery, and I've been lately starting to go live here on YouTube. I am normally live on TikTok under the same username, in case you're interested, but I have been uploading a lot of tutorials on here because I've been embroidering for about 6 years, and I feel like I want to share how-tos with a lot of different people because it's such a calming art. And why not? I'm not one to gatekeep. Now, this particular embroidery kit that I am working on is linked in the description of this live, and then when the live will be uploaded, because once I'm done doing the live, it will also be uploaded so you can view it again. The description for this kit is in the description below, and it comes with 3 different designs with hummingbirds on it. It comes with all the thread that you could possibly need. Great instructions. It comes with the embroidery hoop. This thing, and the embroidery stand, which is extremely easy to put together. It does also come with scissors, and in case you make a mistake, the thing that pulls out the thread. Like I said, plenty of beautiful soft thread. It tells you the numbers of it, like for each color. So it's like coloring by numbers. The instructions are really simple on here. Let me turn it around a little bit. It's really beginner friendly. It tells you points to each stitch, tells you how to do each stitch on here. So definitely check out the description below. And it does come with what I absolutely think is essential, which is a needle threader. I have a ton of needle threaders to begin with. And it does come with plenty of really good needles in the kit as well. So it comes with everything that you need all in one space. Like I said, the embroidery stand, which I'm using, the embroidery hoop, which I'm also using right now, 3 different designs, and it's just beautiful. I love it. Now, normally I create my own designs. This is not my own design, but it's kind of nice to work on a design already created and not having to draw it out. I'm really enjoying this a lot. Now, of course, if you are wanting to learn embroidery, I do have a lot of tutorials on this page. Like I said, make sure you subscribe because I do upload a tutorial every single day as long as God gives me health. But look at this. It looks so beautiful. It's kind of like a little satin stitch, and it's so simple to do. So if you're looking for something to relax you, embroidery, well, it's a very inexpensive hobby to start. Number one, the thread itself is not expensive if you were to get the thread individually. You can get thread anywhere. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it at Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Michael's. All of these places have DMC thread, which is what I usually like to use. So definitely make sure you're following, guys. And let me know in the chat if you guys are embroidering also. Have you guys started the embroidery journey? Are you interested in the embroidery journey? Do you have any questions? If you do have any questions, just let me know. And again, this needle, I like the needle that it came with because it's very sharp, goes through the cloth very easily. And I really love the sound of thread going through the cloth. I don't know, I feel like it's like ASMR a little bit. Oh, definitely, Claire. I hope you do. And, let me know in the videos that I post if they're helpful to you. And if you have any questions, feel free. Now, I am on here, of course, on YouTube. I am on TikTok under the same username, Evangheline Creations. I usually go live there a lot more than here. But I am trying to be more friendly to people who are on other platforms. So I've recently started doing lives on here as well. And I'm looking forward to get to know a lot of new people here. And if there's a certain stitch that you'd like a tutorial on, again, feel free to let me know and I will make sure that I do the tutorials for you so that way you'll have a little bit easier time learning this beautiful, beautiful craft. I really been doing this for almost 7 years now. I did take a pause for about a little bit of over a year, a little bit, because I had AML leukemia, so I had to stay away from pointy things in case I got poked, and because it could lead to infections. But now I am in remission, so I don't have to worry about that at the moment, thank God. I get to do what I love. God willing, it'll keep going. And it's really, oops, sorry, I just moved my camera, guys. But yeah, definitely look at this. It comes with a stand. I have this in the description. Comes with a thread, the instructions, and don't mind the mess. Guys, don't mind that mess at all, please. I have an organized mess on here. I know where everything is, but I've got embroidery stuff all over the place. But I did just want to let you guys know about this kit, which is mainly the reason I came on here. I've been obsessed with this. I was watching a show called Falling Skies last night and was working on these leaves specifically. And the one other thing I recommend, though, if you are doing this, is to get yourself some bobbins, because I ended up wrapping the thread on bobbins and I labeled it the color that it is. As you can see, these are this is the only place that you use this color, the leaf, and there's plenty more thread left. Okay, so let me grab a little bit of a drink of water. But yeah, so there's a lot of therapy, in my opinion, found in embroidery. So here we go. We're almost done with this leaf, and I'll show you how I finish it. And I'll actually show you how I secure the thread on the back once I'm done with this leaf, and then we can move on to the next thing. I think I'll save the next thing for tomorrow maybe, but make sure you guys are subscribing so you can be notified whenever I do go live on here. I hope you're really enjoying this, guys. And as you can see, it's pretty repetitive, and this is what I like about these kits is you get to know, like if you're just starting out on this journey, you get to know just basically the basics, you know, and the repetitive of this gets your hands used to the motions and kind of getting the feel for everything. And you learn along the way tips and tricks, both from watching lives like this or tutorials. You'll find tips and tricks from a lot of us creators on here and other platforms. So I hope that you're finding this very informative. And here we go. So this particular leaf is finito, guys. It is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this. Let me go ahead and try to move the camera up a little bit so you can see how I secure the thread. I'm gonna move the camera up just a tad bit here. And hold on one second. Let me put this through here just a moment. I'm gonna turn this like that. Now you'll see the way that I secure the thread in the back, so that way when I do end up taking it off the hoop, you know, the thread doesn't come loose. It won't come loose anyway. I don't think, I've never had that problem, but I do like to secure it just in case. Probably what I'll do at the end of this particular project is I will be framing it because I think it's really beautiful. Beautiful decorations. It can make a beautiful gift, you know, any embroidery piece that you work. And I've got a gazillion types of scissors, guys, so I'm always using a different one. So let me turn it back around and let's see what we will work on next. I'm gonna basically wrap the thread back. As you can see, I have a lot of leftover thread for the leaves. The other leaves are done in a different color, so you'll get to see how that is done in just a second. We're gonna work on that next. And I'm gonna grab me another bobbin, if I can find me another bobbin. And so one of the other things I really like to do is the wrapping of the thread on the bobbins. I find that very nice and calming too. I try to stay organized with these. So now the next part that we're going to be working on is these little stems on here. Let me turn it around because it goes like this. And it basically tells you that the color that we're using is color number 15. It says contour embroidery. It gives you the amount of strands that you need to use. And the contour embroidery, it actually gives you the description here. Now it's called contour embroidery, but it's also known as a stem stitch. So we'll be doing that in just a second. Let's find number 15 on here. Color number 15. So this here is color number 15. Let me grab it here a second. We're gonna unwrap it from here and I'm gonna put it on a bobbin. It's really easy to take off. You just basically take it off like this. It comes with plenty of thread, guys. And again, check out the description box of this live. Look at this beautiful color. I don't know if you can see it very well. It is obviously different than that. And let me find me a bobbin I'm going to go ahead and write the description of the color as soon as I find my permanent marker. Well, I don't have my permanent marker, but we're going to write it in this here. So, color number 15. I can't see that very well. I'll find my permanent marker a little later and relabel it. Color number 15. And we're gonna, so the first step is whenever I take that, I don't want to lose any threads. And these threads are so soft, guys. So soft. So I first go ahead and I just wrap the thread around the bobbins. And bobbins are very inexpensive to get. So I wrap the thread around there. There's quite plenty of thread. And remember, you're only using 3 strands for this. So there's, oops, I think I go one more. Do that there. Let's take the next, well, the next strand is here. Okay, so we're gonna use this one. We're gonna split the thread now. I'm gonna show you guys how to split thread because we're only using 3 strands and most thread comes in 6. Only using 3 though, so we're gonna take that little strand, we're gonna hold down like this. We're gonna pull it straight up, just like so. So that's strand number 1. I'm gonna leave it right there a minute. And then it requires 3, so we're gonna do that 2 more times. Sometimes it can be a little tricky, but again, just so you can see it, you just hold down here. And you can see it can kind of bunch a little bit. Don't worry about it. It is not knotting. It does look a little scary when you see that, but see, it falls back apart. And we need 1 more strand. 1 more strand for this. And we're gonna pull that strand apart too. And if you missed the beginning of this live, y'all, don't worry. Just make sure you subscribe. This live will be uploaded once YouTube saves it. Now, again, we don't waste any thread. The remainder of it, we're going to go ahead and wrap it back around our bobbin, which we've labeled. I've labeled it color number 15. And we're going to just wrap it right back around so we don't lose it. Going to be using that as well. And so we're going to keep going there. It's very therapeutic to wrap the thread around. I don't know why it's so therapeutic. Now, what have I done with my needle is the question. Oh, here it is. That's the scary part, is like when you think you're losing a needle. So now we're going to put these strands back together. Watch this, guys. I'm going to nicely put them back together. And I do recommend splitting thread. Like, for example, if it calls for 2 strands, 3 strands, whatever, I always recommend splitting them because it does give a smoother look to it when you split it and then put it back together. I know it can be a little tedious to do that, but it is actually very, very helpful. So we're putting them back together as evenly as possible. And I'll show you how to use the needle threader. Let me show you. Okay. So basically, what you're going to do, the eye of the needle is right there, right? And you have your needle threader. I recommend having a lot of these, different sizes, because you're going to need different sizes for different amount of threads. You're going to put that needle threader through the eye of that needle, just like that. And it's a whole lot better than doing this, you know, just eyeballing it. You then take your thread and you put it through that bigger part right there, just like that, see? And then you just lay that down like that. You take your needle and you just slide it on that way, just like so. And I'm gonna put it here so I don't lose it. Now, of course, I do need to knot the end of it. And I'm gonna take a look at the instructions again for this in just a second, just to make sure I am getting it right. So I'm knotting that right there. Some people have different ways of knotting, and I always cut like right around here with this. See, I'm going to cut it off camera though because I have a place where I put those spare ones. And so now let's take a look at the instructions again. What we're working on right now are these little leaves. I mean the stems basically. So with the stems, we can see that it does use the number 15, and it's using the contour embroidery, also known as the stem stitch. And again, it tells you 3 strands. It points to what it is. So it's really easy to understand these patterns. So let's get this show on the road. We're going to go ahead and start here. I don't know if you can see. Let's start right here. And this is how you do the stem stitch, or contour stitch is what other people call it. But you come up and then you go kind of like a stitch length away, just like that. You go back in. Let me see if I can zoom in a little tiny bit for you guys. There we go. And then, oops, got a little fuzz there. Sometimes that happens. So you bring it in. Now you're not going to close that stitch. You're going to leave a little bit of a loop, just like that. And then you're going to come up somewhere in the middle here, but basically between these 2 points. As long as you get it between those 2 points, you're going to be fine. So you come up just like that. You pull, and now you allow that little loop to close like that. See? And then we're going to repeat that process. We're going to bring the thread to the left. We're going to go 1 stitch length away, just like so. And then this time, I'll show you guys, we are going to go ahead and again leave a little loop. Don't close it. You're going to come where you last left off with that last stitch right there. Just like so. And you see it's forming a lot. This is great for contouring. This is the stem stitch, or the contour stitch is great for lettering, for little stems. It's great for a lot of things. So again, 1 stitch length away. Let me see if I can go a little bit closer for you guys. There you go. 1 stitch length away. Again, we're gonna leave a little loop, just like so. We're gonna come back in this way, right where we left off with that last stitch right there. Oops, hold on a minute. I've got to... And you have to kind of feel your way through it. So we're going to take that. Just like that, guys. See? Do you see how beautiful that's looking and how smooth? And again, 1 stitch length away. And sometimes when you have curves, you might want to make it smaller, so that way it keeps the shape. So we're going to go there, just like this. And then we're going to come back at the end of that last stitch. So basically in this live, you've learned how to do the leaves, and we've learned the stem stitch. We're going to also, on a later live, going to do the satin stitch in this. This part here is going to require satin stitch. So this will be really helpful if you guys do get the embroidery kit and you have questions as you're working on it. You can come back to this video because this live will be uploaded so that you can watch it again. So if you do get that kit that's in the description, make sure you are subscribed so you can be notified when this video will be uploaded, so you can kind of refer back to how we do things here with this kit. There we go. Sometimes I leave a longer loop. It really doesn't matter, although it's usually a little bit more helpful when you keep it shorter. But again, you keep putting that thread to your left, You go about 1 stitch length away. Hello, Veronica. How are you? I hope you're doing great. Thank you for being in here, and I hope that you find this educational, and I hope you find this relaxing. And again, if you're trying to get started on your embroidery journey, make sure you subscribe. I upload tutorials every single day as long as God gives me help. I'm not sure what that means. Let me see if it gives me the translate option. No, oh, let's see, does it? No, doesn't let me translate that, my dear. So I'm not sure what that means, Jakaterina. I don't. That looks like it's either Russian or Ukrainian. I speak Romanian and English, but I don't speak that. Unfortunately, I do apologize. But I'm glad that you're here, my love. I really do. And here we go. As you can see, it is taking shape. I love that it is coming along. Now I'm going to show you, because we're kind of near the end of that stem, but there's more stems right here, if you can see that. Let me make sure that those stems are also the same color. Wait a minute. Oh no, that's not a stem. That's part of a flower. Oh no, that part is part of the stem right here. Sometimes I have to refer back to the picture because I didn't design this myself, so that's okay. When I design things myself, then it's a little different. And I do make my own little designs. Once I get a computer, hopefully I'll be able to draw those designs out for you guys and get it out to you guys. So stay tuned. It's one step at a time for me. I'm saving for that. As y'all know, we all have that dreaded budget word, right? But we'll get there. We'll get there, guys. So go. So remember, you're just coming to that last stitch right in the middle, just like so. And you can use your thumbs or your fingers as your guide. You're going to learn that as you embroider more and more. You're going to learn the little tips and little tricks that will certainly help you along this journey. Just like that. There we have it. So that's that particular stem. Let me look at the instructions again and see where we're going to go next, because that particular stem right there is finito. Let me see. Let me turn it around. Hold on 1 second. We did this like that. Let's see. Okay, so next we're going to do this part right here to the side. So I don't jump from one to another, so we're going to go ahead and put our needle back down there. We're going to secure the thread on this side, and then we're going to start on this stem here. We do one step at a time. So let me zoom out so you can see what I'm doing. And we're going to turn the embroidery stand like this. Very easy to turn. We're going to, as you can see, I don't jump around. That keeps the string from going from here to here to here to here. Now, I know some people find that a pain to do and a little bit tedious, but it's really actually not that bad. It keeps your work nice and clean. I'm gonna kind of make a little knot here. Sorry, guys. Just like that. We're gonna do one more here. I usually do it once or twice just to secure it, so that way when you do take it out of your hoop, it's not all over the place and the thread doesn't come undone. So we have secured the thread on the back. I'm going to cut that string right over here. because we don't want to waste, obviously. And now we're going to turn our work. Again, we're going to turn this hoop just like this. We're going to move it to this side. And we're going to work on this stem here in just a second. But I am going to do another knot here at the end. Just like so. So just basically one step at a time. And that's the thing with embroidery. Take your time, enjoy the process, allow yourself to make mistakes, because you will. Even after you've been doing this for many, many years, I guarantee you'll still make mistakes. And that's okay. Mistakes are absolutely okay. Let me move this around a little bit so you can see this part better. And again, we're gonna start right here at the bottom, there. Just like this. We're going to move our thread to the left. Hold it with your thumb. That usually helps a little bit. Go one stitch length up, like so. And then, oops, it got snagged on the cloth. That's okay. And then you're going to leave that little hoop or loop, whatever, there a little bit, just like so. And again, to the left, one stitch length away, like that. Oops, keep getting it stuck around the hoop. That's okay. And then we're gonna come up right here. Again, one stitch length away, just like this. Just like so. So guys, I'm going to end it here because I feel like I have been, I've been on here for about 30 minutes, which is usually the length of time that I do lives on here on YouTube. I will be doing lives on TikTok as well, so make sure you follow me there under Evangheline Creations. But definitely, if you found this helpful, feel free to leave a comment once this video is uploaded. And make sure to subscribe because, like I said, I do tutorials. I upload tutorials every single day to help you with your beautiful, beautiful embroidery journey. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today. And I really hope you have a beautiful day.